Hello everybody, welcome back to Mohawk Motors. My name is Jason, and it is the eve of Truck Nationals in Carlisle. It has been a blur of a week. It's like 11:30 on Thursday night now. I went and dropped off my enclosed trailer full of stuff at the showgrounds earlier today. I have some spaces up there, so I'll be able to sell the parts that I don't need and the things that I haven't found a use for. And man, it's been a busy week. I've been down here in the workshop until close to 11 o'clock or even a little after 11 o'clock every night this week, getting things ready, getting the trailer loaded, figuring out what I want to take to sell, what isn't worth taking to sell. And then I've been trying to put some time in on the silver single cab also, and big progress on that. But you're probably gonna see that video after this video. But I figured I would document this whole weekend for you, try to get some kind of content out of how busy I've been. And yeah, this is the start. I'm gonna go up, get a shower. I've got pretty much everything else ready to go. I'm taking the Ass Blazer. I'm driving that up there tomorrow. It's still for sale, so we'll see if somebody at this show sees the value and wants to buy. My wife and daughter made this awesome sign for me, so I can display this. I can put this on the Ass Blazer while I have it displayed / for sale. And when some of my other projects, like the silver single cab, are finished and ready to be taken to show, I'll have that to put in them as well, which I'm really excited about. It came out so good. I'm so appreciative of my wife's creativity and my little girl's willingness to help her, and they come up with awesome stuff like that. But I've got all my paperwork ready. I've got my little cash envelope ready, label maker in case I forgot to label anything, backpack for all my paper stuff, drinks in the fridge getting cold, bag of ice in the freezer so in the morning I can load my cooler. It's supposed to be hot all day tomorrow, so I'm going to try to stay hydrated. And yeah, I got to go up, make myself lunch for tomorrow, and then hit the sack, try to get a good night's rest, because I want to get up early tomorrow morning, get breakfast ready for the family before my mom gets here to watch the kids, and I can go to the show and hopefully sell everything I took. So yeah, I guess that's it for tonight. I'll see you guys in the morning, and we'll get out there, have a good time. Good morning, everybody. So Friday morning now, morning of first day of Truck Nationals. It's a little after 8 o'clock, about 8:15. I'm on my way in. I'm running a little bit behind schedule, but not too bad. Once I get there, I gotta get everything set up. I gotta get an Ass Blazer parked in its spot, which is right at the end of my trailer. I'll show you once I have everything set up. But then I gotta get everything out of the trailer. Not everything, but most of the stuff out of the trailer, get my table set up, canopy set up, everything else like out and displayed how I want, so hopefully people will see it and come buy it. And then I think I'm just gonna be hanging out, hopefully talking to gearheads and selling some stuff all day, and maybe even see some of you there at the show. So got a couple more minutes till I get there, and then get in through the gates and get all set up. I'll see you once everything is up and running. Well, I'm here, I'm set up, got everything going. Give you a little tour. I got my one stall here. You know, smaller parts, consoles, clusters, center caps, intakes, covers, some spare jack stands, bunch of seats. Already sold a bunch of set of seats actually. I got the trailer lined up here, some wheels I'm not going to use, a couple engines, what I think are really cool aluminum block engines, but maybe nobody else does. Some uncut harnesses, some valve train parts, some coils and things, cylinder heads, some Y pipes from swaps I've done and don't need anymore, and my little tent. Got the ass blazer behind the trailer here, and so far going well. Already sold one set of seats. Had quite a few people looking at stuff and looking at the ass blazer, so see what else gets sold today. Hopefully I can at least cover my costs. It's raining, guys. Pretty good. I had to move all the seats back in the trailer, all the center consoles. I'm so glad I bought the weatherproof tote bins, like just seal those up. But kills the crowd pretty quick. Looks like it's supposed to rain for the next hour and a half, 2 hours, according to the forecast. So we'll see. At least I sold a pair of seats, I sold a center console. I'm halfway back to recovering my costs, which is really my only goal, was to just cover what I spent this weekend. And tomorrow will be the bigger day, and the weather forecast tomorrow is nice all day long. So hopefully this rain will clear out of here, and people will come back, buy some more stuff, and we'll keep on going. Got to talk to some cool people so far too, which is nice. Even a bad day, or even a no sales day, hanging out around gearheads is a good day for me. So I'll bring you guys back in a little bit.
3 hours later.
Well, guys, as you can see, packed up for the day. Pretty good, sold some stuff, that was the goal. And I've got just enough time to go look around the show a little bit and see if I see anything cool. So try to bring you guys back when I see something nice. Let's see what's inside. Pretty slick trucks in there. I like that 41 Dodge. That yellow Bronco is pretty neat too. I like that. Alright guys, we'll see what we have in the pavilions. Looks like we've got a large demonstration of vans. Some of these things are awesome. I love them. Crazy, like little miniature RVs. So good. I love it. Alright guys, how about some cyclones and typhoons. They've got their own little paddock here. Super cool. Love those things. Really proof that the only limit is your imagination. I love it. It's an LS swap one. What do you think? Once we get caught up on some projects, maybe use an S chassis and build something? Grimace. Good name for a purple one. Good name for a purple one. Good choice. Oh, maybe we can see something else. Let's go see. There we go, guys. Classic Fords, you know. If you've been here at the channel for a while, you know, like, I'm not a Ford guy. But man, the old ones just look so good. And honestly, like, the old ones, they worked the same as they were all the same back in the day. This was before they all decided they could do it better than the others, and shit just got silly. So let's take a look down this road. Guys, I'm not buying anything today, but I'm just looking around and thinking about what's coming up, and I'm gonna spill the beans. But that green CUCV that I have, we're bringing it in the workshop this winter. We're gonna work on it, and I gotta decide what I want to do with it. I go back and forth between a nostalgia build or modernizing, and I just can't pick. Oh, I'm looking. How's it going, man? Good. This is Hillbilly Wizard. They leave you in charge?
Yeah,
All kinds of stuff. Sorry, I didn't want to be rude to that guy. But years ago, I actually sold a truck to Hillbilly Wizard. I can't remember the owner's name. But that's like all he does is old 1-ton Chevy stuff, and his prices aren't insane. It's good to see, because man, I gotta tell you, walking around this place, especially in the car corral, the trucks that are for sale, man, what drugs are these people on when they're coming up with prices? Holy smokes. Or am I just poor? Do I not belong in the automotive hobby because I don't want to spend that kind of money? Drop it in the comments, let me know. What I was gonna say too about the green CUCV, you guys gotta let me know. What do we do? I've got a couple options. So here's the options on what I have laying around. I thought it would be fun slash funny to swap it with a 6.2 gas and a 6L80 transmission, because I have it. I have it at the house in the workshop. We could swap it in. Oh, I gotta have one of these at some point. Not for $29,000 though. Holy smokes. But I've got an L92 6.2 and a 6L80 now, and that was my first thought, because 6.2 diesel to 6.2 gas, like I could leave the 6.2 badges right on it. But then I started thinking, you know, I already have an LS swapped CUCV, and I think it might also be cool to do a diesel swap, because I also have at the house a 2002 2500 HD with an LB7 in it. So I keep going back and forth. I can't decide. My first thought had also been Cummins, put a 12 valve Cummins in it, but that, I mean, I've seen a half a dozen of them today. That's too common. So what do we do? Do we do the LB7? Keep it diesel, just modernize it up a bit? Do we do the L92, keep it a 6.2 but make it gas? Which way do we go? Well, everybody, as you can probably tell, I'm on my way home. Walked around, saw a little bit more, but didn't see anything special or exciting. So decided to hit the road, head home. It was a good day. I haven't quite covered my costs yet. If I can sell one more set of seats or one more center console, I'll cover my costs, and then anything over that will be profit for the show, which will make me happy. And honestly, just to break even would make me happy. I'm getting stuff that I'm not going to use out of my way, and to people that can use it, and it gets me into the show. I didn't have to park far away, I didn't have to pay an entry fee, so again, assuming I can break even. But a lot of fun today. I'm looking forward to going back tomorrow, talking with more people, hopefully selling some more stuff, and learning a bit more. I think I learned a little bit today. Of course, this show I walk around and see like 3 other people selling LS parts. Every other show I've been to this year, there's nobody else selling LS stuff. So maybe maybe this is the one they come out for, because it's the trucks, so there's the most engines that those parts will work on. But we'll see. I've got everything, as I said before, priced at it's better than scrapping it prices. So hopefully I'll get a bunch more stuff sold tomorrow, and maybe have a little bit of extra time that I can walk around the show and see some more stuff, and just have another fun day. Like what's the expression? A bad day at the car and truck show is better than a good day at the office, and I don't have an office, but it was still a good day. I'll see you guys in the morning. Well, everybody, I'm a little late picking the camera up this morning. It's been busy. Got up, got dressed, got ready, hit the road, got over here, got everything set up, and just right away had people buying. Sold quite a few clusters, a couple PCMs, some center consoles, a couple radio, like selling the stuff that I really thought would sell, which makes me feel like I'm at least familiar with the market. And it's still early. It's not even, what time is it? It's almost 11, so it's going well. Hopefully I can sell a few more seats today. They're kind of a pain to move back and forth and around, so hopefully people will buy those up, and maybe some other stuff too. I'll bring you guys back later on. I do want to go walk around and see some more of the show today, so we'll do that this afternoon and see if any viewers come to meet me. So we'll see, team. Well guys, the rain's kind of mucking up the works. It's been raining for a little over an hour, and that obviously people don't want to walk around in the rain. But what can you do? Can't change the weather. It was had some good momentum going up until the rain started. I sold some computers, sold some clusters, more radios, a few other odds and ends. Like, doing good. Actually got myself to profit on the weekend, which is nice. But I don't know. It's about 1:30. If this rain doesn't quit soon, I'm probably going to pack it up for the day. We'll see. Yeah, it looks pretty good actually. It don't even look like you got rained on half the day.
Well, that's because I got rained on most of the day.
All right, guys. Wrapped up shop and I did well for myself.
Never seen him before.
And covered all my costs and got a bunch of shit that I don't have to move back into the garage or the workshop. So it's a success. I have a little bit of time this afternoon. I ran into my buddy Casey from tech school, which is awesome. I haven't seen this guy in like 10 years.
I bought a skateboard and I don't skateboard
yet.
But some kid is real happy, and that's okay.
But we're walking. We're gonna see what we can see. I just realized we're like halfway through the square bodies. Let's look at some square bodies.
Factory wheels.
That's pretty cool.
Full custom frame 4BT. Dude, I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I saw it online. He won an award the first day, but holy shit.
It's very cool.
How cool is that?
God, that is a lot of work.
Yeah.
Guys, I didn't even know this was a thing. Look at this. The Smythe Ute Club. Had no idea, didn't even know it was a thing. Casey says that it's like you take it somewhere and they do it. Like, had no idea.
Hey,
Crazy.
where'd you go?
I was gonna say, that doesn't look like a Dodge oil pan. Yeah.
Supposedly, according to the back.
Yeah, it looks like a Duramax oil pan.
And according to the oil pan, what, they got aluminum?
Well, it's the two-piece pan with the steel sump and the aluminum lower half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's no Cummins pan.
No, that's a Duramax.
Bad place to log also.
Yeah, you'll get called out.
Yeah.
What a tits ass license plate.
It's another one. Oh, yep. Very cool.
Thank you.
Look at this thing.
Look at this.
Look at the very clever
Look at the ball.
upside down ball
Yep.
fifth wheel hitch. I mean, a ball does work in either direction. I like the trailer
A ball,
too.
Jason. A ball is a ball.
It's true.
Inverted
unless
or
it's a
not.
square.
Well. Well, yeah.
Oh, what's going say? Okay, so finished up with the show, left, stopped at the grocery store to just pick up a few quick things for dinner, and this is happening. I get nothing when I hit start. I mean, what the heck? I never had a problem with this thing starting. Always fires right up. What the heck, AB? What the heck? I guess I'll try jumping the starter relay if I can find some wire or a paper clip or something. All right, everybody. Well, I went in the store and asked, and they don't have a paper clip, which is kind of mind-blowing, but I mean, the lady looked and everything and they don't have any. But I did find a clothespin on the ground, and I can hear the throttle body tripping when I turn the key to run. So the ignition is powering up. For whatever reason, it's not allowing starter signal when I hit the key. And I tried swapping the relays, and both relays appear to be working. So I don't know. It's grumpy for some reason. It's not allowing the start signal to be sent to the starter. So I'm gonna see if I can't just bypass the starter real quick with this safety pin I found. Getting nothing. Nothing happening. So did our starter fuse blow? Yeah, I'm hitting the pins and I'm getting sparks, but no joy. I think the starter just pooped out. Guys, I think the starter just crapped the bed. She's I can't access it. It's so tightly packaged by the headers and everything else. It just doesn't seem to want to start. And I'm jumping with my safety pin. I'm getting sparks over here. So like electricity is flowing. She's just not doing. Nope, nothing. Yep, she's not doing it. Oh well. Guess I'll call Meg and see if she can come rescue me. Man, guys, talk about just awesome people. I've been here like 10 minutes maybe, and I had the hood up, and 3 people offered to help me. One guy, you probably heard me talking to him, offered me a hammer to see if I could tap the starter, which I can't. There's 0% chance of me accessing the starter on this thing without it up on a lift. and another that just came over and asked if I needed a jump start. And then a third person also like, hey, do you need help? Do you need a jump start? Is there anything we can do? So like, way to go, people of Carlisle. Like, way to be good people. How awesome is that? Really cool. But yeah, I think either the starter is too hot from being so tightly packaged. I mean, I've been driving it the last few days, but it's sat for several hours between startups, which would give it time to cool off. So maybe it's too hot, or maybe it has just died from heat. I don't know. But Meg's on her way. She's loading the kids up in the truck, and they're going to come pick me up. Maybe it'll start before they get here. Maybe not. I don't know. If it doesn't, then I'll just come back with the trailer tomorrow and pick it up. So whatever, one way or another, we'll figure it out.
3 hours later.
All right, well, my wife came and rescued me, got me back to the house, had dinner with the kids, got the kids in bed, and I'm back. I brought the truck and the trailer, but just for my own curiosity, it's had plenty of time for the starter to cool off now. I want to see if it starts. Oh, still nothing. All right, well, I'm gonna say starter is totally shot. So I'm gonna get the truck pulled up here in front of it. We're gonna get it winched up on the trailer and get it back home. When lowering isn't so convenient. Well, everybody, as you can see, I'm back at the workshop, back home. It's about midday on Sunday, like 11:30, I think. And I just got done getting back, getting everything unloaded. You can see I've got the ass blazer back. It'll just sit there until a new starter gets here. My enclosed trailer is back. I brought our camping tables and stuff, the stuff that we'll need for camping back in because we have a trip planned next weekend. And I brought in a few totes of things. I had a couple people ask for window switches, so I want to make sure I take those next time. But first I got to check all that I have, make sure they all work the way they're supposed to. And then my gauge clusters, I have a bunch of gauge clusters around here in trucks that I'm not planning on using. So I want to just double check and make sure all that I have in my bins are working correctly. And people requested the mileage. They wanted to know the mileage on the clusters. So I'm going to test all those clusters and then get them plugged and then get the mileage written on the back of them also, so people will know that next time I decide to sell. Now, as far as the weekend, I'm calling it a success. Like I said, I got a bunch of stuff sold, moved a bunch of things out of the workshop that will now not be cluttering up the workshop. I feel better already looking around. And I learned a lot too. At least at this show, people loved center consoles. I sold every flip down center console that I had. I'm going to take a couple full center consoles with me next time. And I'm pretty sure I have a couple more nice flip down center consoles still in trucks that I'll be sure to take with me next time also. Gauge clusters did well. Sold quite a few gauge clusters. Sold a couple PCMs. And seats. Sold a few seats. I had requests for door switches, window switches. And I had a couple other people looking for other odds and ends interior pieces. And people looking for odds and ends like mirrors and other things like that. So I've got a bunch of stuff here that I don't have plans for. And now that I have more room in the trailer, I will probably put more stuff in there so it's ready to go for the next show. Overall for the weekend, I sold $1,558 worth of stuff. And my costs, my 3 vendor spaces were $315 total. And I estimate I spent, I'm just going to say, about $40 worth of fuel going back and forth. So I'm estimating, I'm saying my expenses were about $355. So I mean, I came out ahead. It also, you know, it got me into the show both days, really all 3 days. I could have looked around on Thursday also if I wanted to, but I had stuff to do. So that's a win for me, you know, a little bit of money that I can put towards the other projects. Got some space cleared up, access to the show. I had a good time. As you saw, I caught up with an old friend of mine that I haven't seen in a long time, which was awesome. And just, you know, it's a good atmosphere. I like being around my people, the gearheads, the grease monkeys, the people not afraid to get dirty and work on their trucks and all of that sort of stuff. So it was an awesome weekend. I'm calling it a huge success. I ended with more money than I started. Even after I buy a replacement starter for the Ass Blazer, starters are less than $100, so it's not a big deal on that. And yeah, it's a great time. Ass Blazer is still for sale. Had a lot of people interested. People think it's really awesome, but I think it's just such a unique vehicle that it's not for everybody. Like, I'm sure there's lots of people that think it was really cool and were talking and asking questions about it and things like that, but it's not every day that somebody's looking for a 3-row Trailblazer extended with a built engine and transmission in it and suspension work and all the other stuff. So it is what it is. It'll stay here. Maybe I'll keep taking it to shows. Maybe we'll do some more work on it. I don't know. I haven't decided. But that's it for now. That's it for this video. Had an awesome weekend at Truck Nationals. I'll put it out here for you now. I am going to be at Fall Carlisle. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to get vendor spaces and sell more stuff or if I'm just going to go as an attendee. But if there's parts you're looking for and you're planning on going to the fall show, drop it in the comments. Let me know. We can work something out. And if I have enough interest, I'll get some vendor spaces again. If I don't, then I'll just go and attend and have a good time. So now you know. And don't wait till the last minute. I had a couple people message me Saturday night for parts on Instagram, and I just didn't have the time to get them pulled off and brought with me. Or excuse me, I had a few people message me Friday night looking for parts on Instagram, but I didn't have the time to get them pulled and then take them up there with me on Saturday. So if you're gonna want something, and there's a good possibility I have it, you gotta get a hold of me at least a couple weeks before the show, so I'll have time to pull it, get it in the trailer, and everything else. So yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. All right, guys. Well, for the sake of full disclosure and being honest, I wound up not making it through the weekend without buying anything. I went back Sunday morning to pick up my trailer, and I had said if this thing was still sitting there, I would call the guy and see if I could make a deal on it. And long story short, we made a deal. I parted with $1,200 of my profit to bring home this 1989 K5 Blazer. And I'm not going to show you too much about it at this point, but I have a clean title for it. The frame still has the factory paint on it. It'll need very little, and I mean very little, rust repair, and it's pretty much ready for us to drop whatever drivetrain we want into this thing. So it's going to be a couple projects down the line. There's some other things that I need to get done, that I want to get done before I get started on this. But when the time comes, I'm pretty excited to work on this thing and turn it into something really awesome. So now you know, and you can be on the lookout for it in the future.